We're coming to the end of another summer, but it's not too late to enjoy some of the best eats that the season has to offer. Healthy chef and partytologist Nancy Waldeck has more. Hello, my friend. I love having you back. And of course, I know we have to talk about the end of summer, but at least we're trying to end summer with a bang with some delicious eats. Your first recipe is actually for breakfast. What are those ingredients?
So it's super easy because just a few ingredients, Christine. I've got some fresh watermelon, and the watermelon is going to last all the way through this month and beginning of October, so we'll need to enjoy it. A little bit of Greek yogurt, some lime juice, and honey. We're going to top it with some mint and some Georgia pecans, and that is breakfast, and it's so good. It's really going to wake up your taste buds in the morning.
Absolutely. It looks delicious, refreshing, and of course good for us, which is awesome. That's what we want first thing in the morning. Most important meal of the day. All right, now for lunch, you have a pesto dish, and I love this. Of course, if I asked my kids to eat it, they wouldn't, but a friend of mine turned Caroline on to pesto. So I'm going to make this for her.
Oh, good. That's wonderful. I think she'll love it, Christine. This is pesto that's called kitchen sink pesto because you don't have to use just your basil. So whatever herbs you've got hanging around in your garden, this is what you can use. So today I've used a little basil, a little thyme, a little bit of parsley and fresh oregano, and put it all in the food processor along with some tahini instead of cheese. So this is dairy-free, garlic clove, some lemon juice. I've zhuzhed it all up with some olive oil, and I've made some quinoa. Of course, you can always put this with a little bit of pasta, or you can put a little bit more oil in it, make it salad dressing. But oh my gosh, look at this prettiness.
Nancy, you know what? I've cooked so often with you over the years. I miss you here in the studio. That, believe it or not, as you were describing the recipe, I could almost smell it.
It's with television, Christine, because it smells so good in here. All those fresh herbs. And then just to add a little red, because, you know, almost everything needs a little pop of color. I'm going to put some red pepper strips from the last of the red peppers from my garden.
Oh, so my gosh, yum. All right, how long will the pesto last? A couple of days in the fridge if we want to use it on some different things?
3 or 4 days in the fridge. Pour a little bit more olive oil on top of it, Christine, so it keeps its gorgeous green color.
Oh, good.
And it is great.
Okay, yummy. And now as you're taking us through each and every meal of the day, for dinner, you have a yummy dip. What are the ingredients for that one?
I do. You know, it's all right to have dip for dinner, and we're going to do that tonight. So here we go. We've got tomatoes, little grape tomatoes, a little rosemary, olive oil, Kalamata olives, and feta cheese. How good does that sound?
Easy. Now, a lot of us may not have the fresh rosemary. We can use dried, right? But maybe won't have that fresh pop.
You can use dried, Christine. Use half as much dry as you would the fresh rosemary because it will be, it'll still taste great, but it won't be overpowering.
Oh, great tip.
So I'm just going to put my olives on here.
Oh, yum.
A little bit of feta. So a little feta. And we have baked this in the oven for about 30 minutes till the grape tomatoes just collapsed. And then look at this. We're going to put in that chopped rosemary, and then we are ready to serve this up. So easy.
Wow.
Of course, it can also go on pasta. It could go on quinoa as well, but so easy, so delicious. And so much fun for dinner, right? So who doesn't love a dippy dinner?
My kitchen is still under construction. That sounds like an easy one for me to tackle. So Nancy, thank you so, so much. I hate that we're saying goodbye to summer, but at least we are doing it with some delicious meals to kind of ease us into the new season. Thank you. Oh, and where could everyone go for these recipes?
So tasteandsavor.com will have all these recipes to celebrate the end of summer produce. We got to hang on to it as long as we can because it's going to be fall and winter.
Oh, so true. Thank you, Nancy. Mwah.